Hello guys, Might D13 here. As you can tell, this is very different from all of my prior videos. All background info will be in the description. Any feedback is much appreciated. I hope you enjoy. Chapter 1. The Sound of Frost Breaking. The wind howled like a dying animal in the night. It was supposed to be a quiet night. The first snowfall of the year rested gently over the Namikaze compound, softening the world into white silence. Icicles clung to the roof's edge, their thin, glistening forms catching what little light filtered in from the crescent moon. Naruto Namikaze couldn't sleep. He stared up at the ceiling of his room, blankets pulled up to his chest, one hand resting beneath his chin as if bracing for something he couldn't name. He was 10 years old, but he hadn't felt like a child for a long time. Not since he learned what the word legacy meant. Not since he saw the way people looked at him. Awed, expectant, disappointed. Never just Naruto. A flicker of chakra surged in the distance. Then another. His heart stuttered. "Dad," he whispered to no one. Then came the scream. Muffled, far off, but unmistakably. "Dad!" Naruto said aloud, slightly startled by his own voice. He kicked off his blankets and rushed to the window. A flash of golden light lit up the skyline in the distance, and he knew it instantly. Flying Raijin. His father's jutsu. But that meant... He didn't wait long. He ran into the hallway, the wood cold against his bare feet. The house was too quiet, too still. There should have been guards. Anbu. Something. Then he felt it. Crack. Something in the air shattered. He didn't know if it was chakra, light, or something else. But the whole world shifted, and for the first time in his short life, Naruto felt the very spine of Konoha tremble. He sprinted toward the foyer, only to stop short when the main doors exploded inward. Snow and smoke swirled in like a demon's breath, and there, standing like a monument carved from hate, was the Raikage. A. Behind him, Killer B stalked forward, blood smeared down his chest like war paint, rapping something under his breath that Naruto couldn't hear through the static in his skull. Minato stood between them and the house. He was bleeding. Badly, his once glorious cloak, the one with the red flames that Naruto had admired since he was a toddler, was torn nearly in two, hanging off him like shredded wings. "Naruto!" Minato's voice cracked from exhaustion. He didn't look back. "Hide now!" Naruto froze. Now!" It wasn't angry, it was desperate. Naruto ran, the closet in the hallway, the one behind the sliding panel. He barely managed to shut the old wooden door before the house shook again. Then came the sounds, screams, explosions, metal on metal, fists on flesh, thunder and flame. Naruto clutched his knees to his chest, eyes wide, every inch of him vibrating. He wanted to scream, to run out and help, but he wasn't strong enough. Not yet. He was just a child with his father's name and none of his power. Minutes passed like years. Then silence. The kind of silence that makes your ears ring. Footsteps. 2 sets. Then 1. Then the door slid open. And there stood Minato, bleeding, shaking, smiling. "Naruto," he whispered, blood on his lips. "I'm glad. You're safe." Naruto didn't speak. He just stared. Minato reached out and touched his son's face with shaking fingers. "You look like your mother," he said, with a laugh that sounded more like a sob. "She would have been so proud." Then his knees buckled. Naruto caught him, even though his arms weren't strong enough. They collapsed together, a heap of golden hair, blood, and grief. Minato's breaths were shallow. They're dead," he murmured. "I took B with me. A's gone. But too late, I'm sorry, kiddo." Naruto opened his mouth, but no words came out. He just shook his head. "I wanted more time," Minato said, his voice distant now, like it was already leaving. "I wanted to see what you'd become." Naruto pressed his forehead to his father's. "Please," he whispered. "Please don't go." Minato smiled softly once more. I love you, Naruto. And then he was gone. Just like that. Naruto didn't cry. Not yet. He sat there in silence, Minato's blood soaking into his pajamas, the chill of winter creeping through the broken doorway behind him. The next thing he remembered was Tsunade's scream when she found them, the ANBU that took Minato's body, the pity in everyone's eyes when they looked at him covered in red and frozen in place. No one said the words. They didn't need to. He was the last Namikaze now.